Hello? Hello. Oh wow, we already got a spam bot. Hello to everyone except spam bot. Hello, Alex. How are you? Glad to see me around as well. Well, I'm glad to see you around. You're not too bad? That's good. The spam bot is my friend. I'm sorry I was rude to it. How's me today? I was very lazy. Well, I got up earlier and did some important things. And then I had a nap. And the nap lasted a little bit longer than I expected. And I woke up. At the time I was meant to be going live, trying to hand had dinner yet, which was a oops. Also, hello Frankie, how are you? Maybe when you're older, it feels like the world is going to implode. I sort of wake up like, what day is it? What year is it? What? The feeling of wasting a day. Well, I guess it's like, once I've had a nap, I have energy, and then I end up staying up late doing stuff. So I'm like, I didn't waste the day. Although I probably should have gone to bed. You're Gucci. You had a little power nap too. That work on that small ship grind. It's been 4 months since you were doing ice skating weekly. It feels weird not doing it because of lockdowns. Yeah, like, everyone who had like a hobby that involved going out and being around other people has had to stop, and it's so weird. You had a power nap for 30 minutes. God, I wish that were me. I napped for 3 to 4 hours. Somewhere between that. You were considering ice skating tournaments in Edinburgh last year. Then COVID happened, so the plan was like, bye! God, it's been a long time since I last went ice skating. I've only been ice skating a few times in my whole life. It was at like friends' birthday parties and stuff. I'm very, very bad at it. I fall over a lot. You were the same like 5 years ago till you took lessons. Now you can do spins and jumps. Oh my god, that's so cool. I always see people doing the spins and the jumps and be like, God, I wish that were me. That looks so hard. Went from barely being able to push your skates to backward spirals and swift moves. Damn. Dialing. Your fitness ought to be back in case you return. God, so like if I went back to doing kickboxing and stuff after um lockdowns are over eventually, I'd probably be like right back to square one in terms of fitness. Ten. No 10 shiny. Actually, part of the song name is getting cut off there. So if I move the Pikachus along a little bit, and if I get the song, I might be able to make the box a little bit wider that it sits in. Kirby, if you go that way. Song, go that way. Okay, that's better. Oh, where are you off to? Yeah, you sorta with gained weight, although hopefully your moves won't be forgotten so easily. It's like swimming or riding a bike. Muscle memory is awesome. Yeah, exactly. Like, I haven't ridden a bike in a very long time, but I feel like I'd still know how to do it. It might take a little bit of practice, but I've still got the muscle memory. If I ever you on a bike right now, you'd likely be able to ride it. Yeah, same. I think I might be a little wobbly at first and be like, I'm gonna fall off. But then it'll be fine. You're dyspraxic, so bikes are the worst. Yeah, bikes require quite a bit of coordination. It actually took me a long time to learn how to ride a bike. Um, I think I was about 10 or 11 when I could finally ride a bike without training wheels. Could only ride on stabilizers for a while, so you learn to go without them. Yeah, I think for a while I think I was eventually doing it while I was riding, and I wasn't leaning on the stabilizers at all, but I still had them there because I was too scared to take them off. Speaking of being scared, there's a triple jump you're trying to do in skating, but you're scared to do it on your own without support, and that bike stabilizer fear is coming back. Yeah, or it's like, oh, I need this thing, and I can't go without it because something might go wrong. I need support or I'll fall. I distinctly remember at a friend's ice skating party, and I was quite young, so my mum was with me too. I remember I stepped onto the ice. I took one step, and I just fell straight onto the ice. And then my mum tried to help me up, so she stepped on the ice and she fell over too. And it was like, oh no. It was quite embarrassing. Pandemic being over will be like how Lord of the Rings ends. It's over. It's done. I keep thinking about like what's the first thing I'm gonna do when um lockdown is over, actually properly over for reals. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but eventually when it does, I'm thinking first off, I really, really, really need a haircut. My hair is out of control. Um, so that might be that's probably the top of my to-do list. I really want to like go out and eat in restaurants again. I miss that. Last night was stunning in terms of follows and subs. Yeah, I know, right? It was crazy. In a good way. Will there be any good streaming plans going forward, or will it be the same schedule? Um, I feel like I was probably mostly gonna keep with the same schedule. I'll probably stream Mario again next week, maybe on the same time and day, maybe slightly different. I'll figure it out probably this evening or tomorrow. But yeah, that was like so much is happening, but like good. You'll probably go to an overnight con in 2022. Oh yeah, that's next year, isn't it? So that's wow. I think I'm sort of like I'm not planning anything set in stone because I'm like, I don't know. I remember, I think it was the other day I saw on TV, one of the airline companies was saying like you need to book a flight right now, because lockdown will be over soon. But if it's not over, it's fine because you can change your booking without paying. You need to go on holiday. You need a holiday right now. And I was like, Jesus Christ! I can see why they're doing it because they need money, but ugh. It's good to keep it at the current pace for now. Don't want to be overwhelmed with the streaming first. Yeah, that's true. Also, I feel like I'm streaming semi-regularly at least. Like, according to my stats, I'm streaming as often like as a Twitch partner would. You go on. You got that on your email. The airline company's like £30 to go to Italy. It, sure, like only £30 in terms of monetary cost, but at what costs in terms of health? Let's all get cheap tickets to Japan. Going to Japan is on my bucket list, honestly. As long as you're not feeling overwhelmed and like it's a natural good schedule, keep going. Yeah, I think so. I think it's not too much, and I don't think it's too little either. £30 for a one-way ticket. The return is over double that. Yeah, it's always from this amount of money, but it never. There's no way it's actually gonna cost that much, or that little. I mean. You want cheap tickets to Japan, you miss it so much. I've never been, but I've seen like photos and videos from people who have been, and it looks like there's so much cool stuff. I want to do it. It's worth it. Got over your 16-year fear of flying to get there in 2019. I haven't got a fear of flying, although I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me a little nervous. I think it's mostly just like the part where you're first taking off and you look out the window and it's like, oh my god, the ground is getting further and further away, what's happening? But then once you're in the air, it's like, it's fine. It's like being on a butt. Going with friends who are in the exact same boat helps a lot. Yeah, probably, I can't see myself going on my own. I think I'd probably go with friends who also want to go. I looked at Japan ticket costs before Rona. Hi Mia! How are you? Yes, I remember you being awful on flights. To be fair, the first flight you ever went on had pretty bad turbulence, so I'd say it's fair enough that you were quite nervous. £800. Oh, that's a lot cheaper than I thought. If you ever did want to go on a trip, we could actually plan it. Oh shit, oh my god. I'd love that so much. But I guess it's like, oh, when will it be safe to travel again? You remember trying to eat Haribo to calm down? Yeah, I remember we bought Haribo at the airport because you're meant to suck on sweets as you take off so you don't get your ears popping. But also, it's just a nice little comfort food if you're nervous. It's gonna sound strange, but a friend said to me, if anything goes wrong, you listen to Shrek's All-Star during it all, which reassured you. Was that like the soundtrack to things going wrong? 849 was the cost of a return to Japan from Ireland. Just had to stop at Abu Dhabi to get there. Oh, okay. I mean, that's cheaper than I thought, but I'm guessing there's also going to be a lot of other costs in terms of accommodation, food, etc. But at least the flight alone is cheaper than I thought it would be. You fly a lot. Like in planes, or just like on your own? Directs might be different, but you aim to go direct. It's quicker and less hassle. Yeah, direct. So I've never been on a connecting flight before because I've never really flown that far. I've just flown to Valencia airport in Spain, which only takes like 2 hours. Flying direct to Japan, not Nintendo Directs. You have a playlist called Good Songs to Die To. If you get scared whilst flying, you put it on. I need one of those. One of them was All Star from Shrek. I mean, it's a good song. Memes aside. Shiny people rock. Hi Robin, how are you this evening? No shiny rock yet, but hopefully soon. I died with memes. You fare better on boat because it's more grinded. Oh, grounded. I so I've been on boats a couple of times. So like I've been on a not for that long. I've been on a ferry across the English Channel, which only takes like an hour maybe. Honestly, I feel like I actually prefer planes to boats. I'm quite scared of deep water, so I'm fine in the sky, but deep water, well, I'm still okay on boats. But I think if I had to think about the concept of being on a boat and the concept of being on a plane, I feel like the boat one would probably weird me out a little more. I'm not afraid of deep air, no. On and off, but you made buffalo wings, so you're okay. Oh, that sounds good. I had falafels, mixed pepper rice, which I do quite often, but this time I added some grated mozzarella so it got all nice and melty in the warm rice. Boats are good, they don't bother you at all. I just don't like. I think I end up thinking, oh god, there's no ground beneath me, it's just deep water, and I'm like, ah! You've had a headache all day! Ah, that's annoying. Have you taken any painkillers? I know they don't make it go away completely, but they help a little bit. And feeling seasick, of course. So the atmosphere and saltwater oxygen is so relaxing. Yeah, I mean, when you look out the window and it's nice and sunny and the water's quite still, it looks nice. It's slowly coming back over the day. It just won't go away. You got that commission you told me about paid for. Oh sweet, they paid your invoice. Well, let's get working. They paid half, so it's yeah. Is it like pay half before you start and then pay the second half afterwards? Helps protect against like scammers and stuff. Motivation appears. Good luck with the shiny rock hunting though. In case you go quiet focusing on art. Yeah, yeah, of course. Also, everyone, Euro in chat. That's Mia, and she did my the pixel art version of me you see on the stream. So her work is very, very good. And if you like pixel art, you should check her out. I think I've got a link to her Twitter in my in the description. It's not that old. Although I keep thinking like I was thinking at some point like if I send a few monies your way, if you could make a few changes to update it, like Like, the main thing is my hair's longer, and I've also got a septum piercing now. But other than that, it would probably just be the same. Got that pandemic hair. I mean, okay, so pandemic hair and what my hair looks like in my head are different. In my head, my hair looks like what it does on the sprite, but just longer. In real life, it's a completely different story, but let's ignore that. Yes, you will not be disappointed. You will get very good art on your feed now. Just give me the references. Your references. Hand them over. If you're talking about commissions, as a reminder, you're gonna do a little brag away. But you're super proud of yourself. You've had to register at Kitsune Cafe. It's an official business. Did you make £1,000? Oh my god! You haven't even. When did you establish Kitsune Cafe? It wasn't that long ago, was it? But that's so good. Oh my god! Congratulations. You deserve it because the stuff you make is so good. Now you're in with the big business boys. So yes, I'm gonna do another little shout. So nothing but noodles in chat. That's my good friend Frankie. He makes like ears, like cat ears. These really cute fluffy ones made from really nice quality fur, like fake fur, not real fur. And I keep meaning at some point I've got to commission him to make some ears because they look absolutely adorable. December. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez! Wow. You've grown really quick then. Because you started as an Etsy store, right? Before getting your own website. Someday I will order some ears, which sounds odd out of context. Whoops, where am I going? No, not Mario. Not now. I would like to order Baby Yoda's ears, please. If you're a streamer, you've got to get cat ears. Yeah, it's the law, basically. I don't know how I've gotten away with it so far. We love Maid Cafe, so we had to wear panda, cat, and bunny ears, eating a bunny in the forest parfait. That's one of the things I need to do when lockdown is over. Oh, I got sad the other day because um I use this program called Trello. It's like a project management thing, but sometimes I just use it for myself to organize my life. Um, I logged into it for the first time in a while, so I saw like my old to-do lists from a couple of years ago. And one of the things on my to-do list was to organize a trip to a cat cafe with my friends. And that never happened, and it can't happen for a while because of lockdown, and I was like, meh. Sad. Okay, we're at 1050. And no shiny yet. I wonder what the chances are of getting the shiny on this stream. I think we've got a good, like, 2.5 hours left. Cat cafes are the best. So many good babies. I want to go one so bad. Alright, I think what we're gonna do is get a lot of brown paint. Yeah, I'll be like, regirock, hold still for a second. Cat cafes are good. Oh, I want to go to one. Went to one in town and it was wholesome with cats. I just really love cats. It's a problem. Like I think a few months ago, I saw in my village, there was this big, fat, super friendly orange cat. I think I almost had a meltdown out of how happy and excited I was to see this cat. One of the reasons you're hyped for 3D World on Twitch is Cat Mario. I keep thinking I should pick that game up actually. I wish there was one in this city. Yeah, and there's not one super close to where I am either, but we could easily travel to one. That's the next step for your business. Good point, actually. Is there like a map of cat cafes in the UK? Cat cafe, UK. There's a couple in my county, apparently, but that's not helpful for you guys because that's quite a travel. How many cat cafes are there in the UK? This website says there are 8 of them, but that was from 2016, so it's probably quite a lot more now. Oh, there's a website list of cat cafes in the United Kingdom. London, Bristol, Derby, Bournemouth, Hull, Sheffield, Nottingham, Newcastle. I feel like there's some missing on here. I feel like saying there was one in either Ipswich or Cambridge. Oh, thank you, Robin. I didn't see the... I was looking at cat cafes. I didn't see the hydrate. I'll hydrate right now. That was the sound of a water bottle, by the way, absolutely. Okay, I'm hydrated. I muted my mic for 2 reasons. Number one, you don't want to hear me slurping drink. And second of all, I'm drinking Coke, so I did a big burp, and you guys don't want to hear that either. What's the messages I missed? If you've always liked 3D Mario, 3D World is absolutely fantastic. You're gonna get to start having it on Wii U. Yeah, oh, hang on, here comes another one. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I do enjoy a good Mario game. There's no catch, just be wearing your ear. Very cafe. Yeah, see, there it is. Get hired to be a cat girl. Dream job. Give us the burp. Cassie, no! Also, hi! How are you? That's a secret of mine. I burp all the time when I'm streaming, but I mute my mic every single time, so you guys will never know. Well, you didn't know until I told you just now, now you do. Yeah, we were talking about cat cafes and how we'd love to go to one when lockdown is eventually over in like 3,000 years. We go on a UK cat cafe tour. Yes, we just go to all of them. Okay, I think the one I was going to plan a trip for us all to go to back a couple of years ago was the one in Great Yarmouth? The Darling's Cat Lounge. I think they would like just opened around the time we were finishing uni or something. How long have I been grinding for this shiny? Good question. Quite a while. We get encounters quite quick, to be honest. I think I figured out we get roughly 100 encounters per hour. So that probably makes it just over 10 hours. the thing is, we're still under odds. Dedicated. Thing is, I probably wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't streaming it. Because if I was just doing this on my own, it'd get really tedious really quick. But doing it whilst chatting to people and stuff makes it a lot nicer. Yeah, so we're still under odds, so we're still under the average number of encounters it takes to get one. But we might reach it by the end of stream, maybe. Either that or probably the start of next stream. You can only do it while doing something else. Yeah, that's the thing. I usually, I shiny hunt. If I'm not doing it on stream, I shiny hunt whilst washing something. Like, I know sometimes, in the Pokemon Twitch community, they do, like, a big shiny hunting event, where they have to try and find a certain number of shinies over, like, a couple of days. And if you watch along, and you shiny hunt with them, and you find a shiny in your game whilst watching one of their streams, whilst it's live, it counts towards the final number. And I actually contributed once. It was when I was watching one of those streams that I finally got a shiny Cleffa in Pokemon Crystal on the Virtual Console on the 3DS. Because I was doing odd egg resets for a long time. And I think I was distracted because I was looking, one of the eggs started hatching, and I looked up at the stream for a while, for like a couple of minutes, and I looked back down at my 3DS and there was a shiny Cleffa, and I was like, what? Shiny Regirock is history in the making. He will be very iconic. I said I'll probably get him and then just put him in the PC box. No, I'll have to do stuff with him. Nice. Speaking of nice, we're about to hit the nice number again. Which Reggie is your favourite? It's a tough question. To be honest, I'm quite liking the look of the new Reggies, although I haven't caught them yet, so I haven't, like, bonded with them. But their designs certainly look interesting. I will say my oh, by the way, nice. I will say my least favourite is probably Regigigas. I know he's funny because he's big and slow, and he goes but I don't really like his design. I don't know. Your stream went laggy for a bit for like 5 minutes. What did I say about 3D World again? I think I was just saying how I'm tempted to get it. I do enjoy a good Mario game. It's been a while since I played a 3D one actually as well. Regieleki could be your new favourite because you love electric types. Regigigas is funny, he's just a big boy. He is quite funny. But he's also got, in terms of battling, his ability is terrible. Like, what was it, slow start or something? Beforehand, Registeel was always your favourite. If I look at the, so there's Regirock, Regice, Registeel, and Regigigas. Whoop. I like them all kind of equally, to be honest. Can't pick a favourite. They had to nerf him because he's too good. He's too big. No, I'm trying to close. He had to go on unfortunate fate as slacking and Archeops. Yeah. When you were younger, you really liked Regice. Regice makes a funny sound in that Lucario movie. Just a big old block of ice. Put him in your drink. Regice is still cool. I mean, literally, he's ice. He's very cool. Remember there was a controversy or change had to be made. Oh, that sounds right, because, yeah, they accidentally gave Registeel a, questionable pose that obviously was totally by accident, but also, like, oops, that looks like something it's not supposed to look like. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold! Alright, 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 alright. That Gen 3 Sailor Sprite got a non-kid friendly pose. Yeah, I thought that one was definitely like a very much like a cultural difference thing. Sleep next to a refrigerator with a warm electric blanket and you'll be hot and cold at the same time. Wasn't that Blaine's riddle in the anime? Got that reference? What shiny hunters like when they catch the shiny. I'm free! I'm free! I think for me it's like a, oh thank god, shinies are real. I was starting to think they weren't. Until they fall into the next shiny hunt. Yep. God, okay, I think I said before how after this one I'm not gonna go straight to doing another Reggie static encounter hunt. I'm going to do like Dynamax Adventures or something. One shiny fail. I recall when they were about to save when soft resetting for a shiny Totodile. And they closed their DS and it shut down. Oh no! Was that in like a Heart Gold and Soul Silver? I I know some people like shiny hunting in that, because even though the odds are quite low, I think it's the only game where... I think it's the only game to my knowledge where Pokemon appears shiny on the preview before you actually select it, so you can do resets really quick. Like, you don't have to wait until you get out into battle. Yeah, sure, I'd totally be down for people joining. I mean, it doubles up. Number one, it's fun to play with friends. Two, it's better than NPCs as well. So, yeah, I'd totally be down for that. Do you know what I should do, actually? I should make a Discord or something, and then I can post in there like, hey, does anyone want to join my Dynamax adventures? It'll be easier to communicate, I think, than trying to do it just on Twitter or just on here. Still not got Switch Online, but now you've got this commission, you're like, maybe get online as a treat. I mean, maybe I'm just a big Nintendo consumer, but I feel like it. I was about to say I feel like online's worth it. I think it depends what games you play. I think for me it is because I play a lot of Pokémon and Animal Crossing, which use a lot of online functionality. So for me, I'd say it's worth it. If you get it, it might motivate you to play Pokémon Animal Crossing again. Yeah, exactly. Like, I know if I didn't have online, Pokémon Animal Crossing would be less fun. Online is worth it when you got the family pass. Oh yeah, the family pass definitely makes it worth it. But actually, so Frankie, I'm part of your family plan, right? When does that renew? Is it like in March or something? But I think didn't we get on it just after Animal Crossing came out? And the NES and SNES games, that's true. I keep forgetting those are there. I need to play them. There's so many games there that I'm like, oh, I wish I had a chance to play those, and now I can. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a family plan. March, yeah. I'll make sure to, like, PayPal you my bit of it before then. It's like £3, so don't worry. No, no freebies. I will pay. NES are about like 5, still worth playing, but SNES. But yeah, most of them are. Yeah, I thought Nintendo's very like, hey, it's the same 10 NES games again. You got that furry money. Well, so do I. I guess, maybe. Suspiciously wealthy furry commissioners. A friend of yours was going to be on a family plan after a free trial, but he forgot to cancel the subscription and got charged £4 instead of joining the family plan. Whoops! God, I remember, I think at one point I had like quite a, I'll say cheap, I think it was a free family plan, because when Nintendo did that collaboration with Amazon Prime, where if you got a month of Amazon Prime, you could get a month of Nintendo Online. So I used my Amazon Prime free trial for that. And then as I was getting to the end of my monthly trial and I went to go cancel it, Amazon was like, no, please don't leave. Have another month on us. And because I then had 2 months of Amazon Prime, that meant I unlocked, I think, 6 months of free Nintendo Online or something. The NES is mainly the first party games that are worth it, aside from like the Castlevania and Mega Man. I think it was a little while ago I was playing Super Mario Bros. 3. They did that with the Twitch Prime deal too, where if you subscribe to Twitch Prime, you got Switch Online. That might have been what it was. It might have been Twitch Prime? Oh yeah, it was, because I remember I used my free Prime subscription. The 3 Mario platformers, and a few you can remember still like going back to. Because I remember I had Mario Bros 1, 2, and 3 on my Wii back in the day that I got from the Wii Shop channel, Virtual Console, but I never beat any of them because I was very bad at games as a kid and my attention span was awful, as it still is now. But it meant I didn't sit down and play games like that for a long time. I played them for like 10 minutes and I was like, okay, I'm done. I think a few years ago I did finally beat Mario Bros 1. I still haven't beaten 2 or 3 though. Should play Kirby. I should play Kirby. I was playing Kirby Triple Deluxe a few years ago and it was so goddamn good. I played a bit of the first Kirby game as well. The Game Boy one. What's it called? Kirby's... I was gonna say Kirby's Adventure, but I feel like that's the NES one. Planet Robobot is incredible. It looks so good. I like his little mech thing. It's adorable. Star Allies is the only Kirby game on the Switch so far, right? If I'm correct? It's the only big Kirby game being sold full price, but Fighters 2 is also on there for £18, and Kirby Clash, which is free to play. Oh! Not played the other two, but you hear they're fun. I mean, it's a little thing where people say that, like, there's no bad Kirby games or something. think when I get to 1100, I'm gonna take a quick break. Because then I would have been going for just over an hour. And it's good to get up and stretch every now and again. I watched a video on ranking every Nintendo franchise ever, and the lowest the Kirby game got was Kirby Battle Royale on the 3DS at 57%. I mean, if your worst game is 57%, that's a pretty good track record, right? I know that people seem to think that like anything below like what an 8 out of 10 is bad, but that's not true. Highest was 86% with Kirby's Epic Yarn. Oh! I didn't think that would be the highest for some reason. I mean, I've never played it, so... For some reason I assumed it would have been one of the, like, classic ones or something? I don't know why I was thinking that. Kirby hasn't garnered critical acclaim mostly, but neither have they been mediocre a lot. They're consistently very enjoyable and great fun. Yeah, exactly. Even Kirby Air Ride is a super underrated gem. Is that the game that's really rare and hard to find or something? Or am I thinking of another game? Because there's a couple of Kirby games like that, right? Is there Air Ride and also Kirby 64 or something? It's the GameCube racing game. Yeah, I swear that's a rare game. Yeah, it's either expensive or you need an emulator to play it. I'm guessing most people probably go with the latter option, which like that's totally understandable. Needs to be ported to Switch. When are we getting GameCube games on the Switch? That's what I want to know. Anyways, I'll go take my little break now, like I said I would. You guys should also use this opportunity to get up, stretch, hydrate, if you want to. I can't tell you what to do, but it's a good idea. And I'll be back shortly. Hello, I'm back. And I am joined by a cat who's... She was making bread behind me, but now she's stopped. But I got a picture of her. Yes, okay. Back to shiny hunts. How is everybody? Come on out, you coward, Shiny Rock! You got a tea and you might do toast later. God, I might do toast later. I'm tempted. Either toast or crackers. Or maybe both. Toast is good for winter times. That's true, it's nice and warm. Welcome back, thank you. I hope you had a nice break. The heavy breathing cat was me yesterday's stream. It totally was. Oh my god. I was like... It's my signature meme. I love the heavy breathing cat. He's so silly. And he's very relatable. If the cat is heavy breathing so much, you should make sure to take an inhaler. That's a good idea, actually. God, I was thinking the other day, I haven't taken any of my inhalers in a long time. But that's not because I've been lazy, it's because I haven't had to. So that's good, at least. It's probably because I'm not going outside in the cold as much because of lockdown. GameCube emulation is 100% excusable because Nintendo still acts like the GameCube era didn't exist. But why? That was such a good era. The GameCube era is nostalgic for you. I never had a GameCube. But a lot of GameCube games are very good. I keep meaning to pick up a GameCube at some point. They want you to play Switch games online. Games not spelled right. You don't make any money off it. Yeah, that's the thing. If from any GameCube sales or sales of GameCube games, Nintendo's not making any money. They might as well. If they release GameCube games, I would buy them. Or if they release them as part of Switch Online, that'd be a reason for me to continue my subscription. Need the 2 Pokemon games with a Switch bundle that can connect to Pokemon Home. That'd be such a good idea. They should do that. I know some people, not many, but some people shiny hunt in the what's it? In the GameCube games. I did buy Mario Sunshine. That's true. I did. I do have one GameCube game on my Switch. It drives me mad that they're against GameCube emulation when they make almost zero effort on it. Yeah, exactly. Like, the thing is, people want to play GameCube games, but one of the only viable ways to do it is via emulation. Like, and Luigi's Mansion if we count 3DS. So was that like a direct port or was that a sequel? Am I getting confused? Hang on, my cat's meowing at me. What do you want? Piracy is always fueled by accessibility more than anything. Yeah, exactly. If Nintendo had their full library of games available, I feel like emulation and piracy will go way down. You're against piracy and you'll never support it, but if it's out of print, there's literally no legal way to play it unless you wanna pay 400 quid from a reseller. Emulate anyway. And yeah, exactly, the money doesn't even go to Nintendo in the end, so it's so weird, so frustrating. I'm sure we got to 1111 encounters. You enjoy emulation because it let you experience so much of Nintendo's stuff. Don't think it'd be as much of fun without it. Like playing Mother 3, exactly. Like the Mother series, I feel like emulation is the reason it's so popular in the West. Well, I mean, it's not super popular, but you know what I mean. I feel like it would be much less popular if the only way to play it was by legitimate means, because those legitimate means are very, very limited. You're fortunate enough to have a lot of the GameCube games, but you feel so bad for the newbies who have no choice but to emulate when they can't afford them for the high prices. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, Nintendo, I like your games and I want to play them. Let me play them. Mother 3 you may play someday. You will absolutely, if Nintendo releases it, but you won't be against playing the fan ROM of it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, I know it did technically officially release, but you have to either be able to read Japan or have a translation on hand. And it's GameCube Advance only, and a genuine version is quite expensive. There are plenty of reproduction carts, but done by professional translators and everything. I can play Mario Sunshine with drift! What emulator has that, exactly? Genuine Nintendo drift. Oh, I meant to close that. You don't mind emulating Mother 3, considering... Yeah, you got a physical legit copy. Have you seen any videos from someone called Neryl? Nirel? I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. He has done a fantastic summary of the situation. I have not, but that's something I should look into. About emulation lore and why these actions are troublesome. For preservation, exactly. Emulation plays a huge part in making sure games are preserved. And like, they're part of video game history. You saw that vid recently, I'll have to watch it. Same video you linked to me about the Star Wars films. I have to watch that as well still. It's probably buried somewhere in my watch later playlist. The original plot sounded rough, but so much better than what we got. But oh, for Rise of Skywalker, I was gonna say, like, are you talking about the prequels? I remember years ago, before the sequels were out, I remember I watched this guy's videos on like how he would rewrite the prequels, and his rewrite sounded so much better. If you've been downloading ROMs thinking you're bulletproof because you got some old cartridges in the attic when you're wrong, the police are on their way and about to be a save file editing bitch. What are you in for? I killed a man. What are you in for? I emulated Mother 3. Did you see the Vinny clip you linked me? Not yet. I saw it and I was like, oh, I'll have to watch that later when I'm on the computer. Cut to me being on the computer later, and I'm like, totally forgot. Whoops. The original Rise of Skywalker draft was fascinating to hear about. It made you wonder if it had been a better film. Mainly because it's the same joke I just made. You have this summary on cinema at the end. Good point as well. It doesn't apply just to games, but to other forms of media as well. And I guess games are probably so much harder to preserve because you need to be able to run them on the right software and the right hardware, unlike a film where you can just watch it. Oh, okay, you know, that sounds familiar. You are messed up, my friend. Goddamn, the MCA. So I'm like, well, we can't be over reliant on sequels, franchises, and don't explore much new when those franchises were new when they began. That's true. Thinking about how many franchises keep getting redone, yeah. You can say Disney, it's okay. Well, not just Disney even, but Disney's probably a big contender for that. He even did an analogy on what if Terminator never got a home video or digital release at all and only existed as a memory to those who lucky enough to see it. That'd be so weird. People were like, hey, I saw this film years ago. It was about some guy, he was called like the Exterminator or something. Oh, if only I could watch it again. It's what video game preservation is sadly going to in some ways, yeah. It's gonna be a new Indiana Jones, a new Ghostbusters again. The fact Nintendo is following the Disney Vault is very worrying. Yeah. I think Ghostbusters was gonna come out last year, but COVID was like, nope. Yeah, God, there's been like no films coming out for like a year. It's so weird. Can't see any way how it can end well if they go in this direction. Yeah. And I'm someone who buys into Nintendo stuff usually. I mean, that's the thing. If there was a way to buy their games, I would. I mean, look, I got the 3D Mario All-Stars collection. I think that probably proves it. You buy them GameCube games again just for the sake of keeping your expensive GameCube discs safe. Yeah. Like, sometimes I forget that things don't last forever and they'll break occasionally, and I'm like, ah, panic. Having a physical will always have a place in case digital collapses, but digital for convenience is fantastic on favourite games. Yeah, like, I generally prefer physical. I get physical copies if possible. Like, well, number one, if there is a physical copy. Number two, if the physical copy isn't way more expensive than the digital copy. Just because, I don't know, it feels good to, like I can physically hold it in my hands and be like, I own this. They can't take this from me. But also, yeah, digital is convenient because it's always there. And you can't physically lose it. Like, it's always tied to your account. Physical is also better for the environment. It's so weird because you would have thought it'd be the opposite. I swear, I think I did hear recently that physical is better for the environment, and I was like, what? But then they explained it, and I was like, ah, but now I've forgotten what the explanation was. At least the Disney Vault made some logic because the cinema slash home media landscape was very different in the 70s and 80s, but Nintendo doing it to digital goods where there's no restrictions on keeping it on is silly, yeah. The only reason you don't have some games, the only reason you don't have some games doubled is purely waiting to see if there's. Oh, did you mean to say downloaded instead of doubled? It's purely waiting to see if there's going to be any physical release of them, like Cuphead on Switch. I remember, I think I bought. Oh my god, me neither. It's okay. Like, I remember I bought Stardew Valley as soon as it came out on Switch, which is digital. But now there's a physical version, and I'm like, I almost want it just for the collector's value. Some of your Switch games are doubled, but I mean, you find them cheap on a digital sale. You have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Splatoon 2 for £33 each, despite owning them physical. Because you play them a lot and got sick of finding the cart for them each time. I think keep my Switch carts all together in like the same case, so I've never lost one. I've lost DS cartridges before though. Also, I just gotta say, I definitely prefer cartridges over discs. There's been times where you forgot to bring Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to town and couldn't play it on your Switch. That's great for you. Yeah, like, it's convenient. And physical can be used for your sibling in case they want to play two-player with you on their Switch. Yeah, exactly. I think that's another thing I like about physical copies is that you can, like, let other people play them. Or if you decide that, actually, I don't like this game anymore, you could just, like, sell it, but you couldn't do that with the digital copy. I've never bought a second-hand Switch game, and it's for a really silly reason. I'm really paranoid that the previous owner would have, like, licked it. I know that was mostly a thing when the Switch first came out, and I don't think it's so much of a thing now, but I remember people were licking their cartridges because they heard there was a weird taste on them that was specifically meant to prevent you from putting them in your mouth, but it made people put them in their mouth instead. I'm just every time I'm like, what if they licked it? What if it's got lurkies on it? Yeah, I think I've seen so many secondhand games where it's like, oh god, what have you done to that game? You've done it. Oh my lord. And don't Switch carts have the ability to be permabanned if it was hacked? Do they? I'd mainly worry about Breath of the Wild because I swear that's when everyone like, yeah, because that was the one that was like the release game, right? With every physical cartridge I own. Gotta make sure they all taste the same. Marking your territory. You licked your 1-2 Switch card, it was not a fun time. The thing is, so I'd be tempted. I've never licked a Switch cartridge. That's mostly because I probably know what they taste like. Because I've heard that the taste is very bitter and it's one that like lingers in your mouth. And I've already had that taste before because when I was, I mean, I still bite my nails now, but when I was younger, I used to put this stuff on my nails that tasted really bitter in a bid to try and stop me from biting them. It didn't work, I used to bite them anyway, but the taste of that stuff was absolutely vile, which is the point, where it's incredibly bitter and it's hard to like wash the taste out. So I imagine that was probably what the taste of the Switch cartridges was like. Not sure how true it is, but in a piracy vid it was brought up, kind of like how 3DSs were bricked slash banned when hacked, and someone could trade it in with them not knowing about it and buy another 3DS. Oh god. So some poor person is gonna get a bricked 3DS. Back when Pokemon Sun and Moon were accessed 2 weeks early, those people got banned from the eShop. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. So I remember that when the Sun and Moon demo came out, people data mined it and found they leaked the entire Pokédex. So was the entire game leaked 2 weeks early? You got scared connecting online when you got your copy 2 days early. Yeah, I think I got my copy a day early. And it was totally legit because I ordered it from Nintendo. So they just sent it early, or the mail was really quick for some reason. So I hadn't done anything bad. I had a legitimate copy that just arrived early. That was kind of crazy. I was like, oh my god, I have this before everyone else. Oh. I remember I once street passed someone uh that had obviously hacked their 3DS because their me, it was Bob Ross, but he was wearing like the gold outfit that only Nintendo characters would have, like Nintendo employees. And his last played game was a game that didn't exist. I think I took a picture of it. I've got to have it somewhere still. Oh, I could find him in my plaza if I had charged my 3DS. Final Fantasy VII Remake is your record for the earliest time to get a game 2 weeks before the official release? How did you get it so early? Felt like a reviewer. Twilight Princess 3D. That sounds about right. It might have been that. You heard a Street Pass news story about it. Let me. I feel like I tweeted about it like way back when it happened. Let me see if I can find it. Apparently, I street passed Sans at EGX Res 2018. God, I need to find it now. Bear with me. Where are you, Bob Ross? I'm gonna give up at some point, but I'm just scrolling back a while. God, I can't find it. I swear it happened. I remember it happening. I'm gonna have to look for it later or something. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it later. You ordered from shop too. They shipped it super early because COVID started. You got it March the 30th instead of April the 11th and finished it the day before it was meant to come out. Oh my god. So when everyone else was starting it, you were like, nah, I've already done it. Bye. It was weird because the trophies couldn't load at all until launch day, so you weren't sure if you were unlocking achievements normally. Did they eventually show up, or were they just locked when you were playing it? This is gonna be random, but I may buy a rock band guitar and attempt the Bladder of Steel achievement on your last weeks of shielding with all that free time, which is playing every song without pausing the game once for 7 hours straight. Oh god, that doesn't sound healthy, especially with a name like Bladder of Steel. 7 hours without peeing or drinking or eating? Can't go to the bathroom or go anyway Pausing and quitting to the home menu or disconnecting the controller ruins the streak? Oh my god. Why would you put an achievement like that in your game? That's gonna make people do bad things. Like hold their bladder for 7 hours. That's not good of you. The older you get, the less free time you have to do it. So YOLO. Do it whilst you're still in your 20s. Well, good luck. And also, take care of yourself. I mean, I say that where when I was at school, I used to go all day, so like 6, 7 hours, without like with barely drinking anything and like not peeing or anything. And I look back and I'm like, the fuck? What? Why did I do that? I think it's a combination of a couple things. Like, number one, I didn't like using the toilets at school. Secondly, I don't know, I just like. So, I have to consciously remind myself to drink and stay hydrated because it's like, it's not something that comes naturally to me for whatever reason. So, I think the whole time I was thinking, I don't feel thirsty, so that means I don't have to drink. When now I've realised, no, that's not the case. You gotta drink all the time. Yeah, you'll continue doing what you love even as you reach 30. Just gonna do this stuff whilst you're young. But yeah, like, I can't see myself stopping playing stuff like Pokemon and Animal Crossing anytime soon. And my cat's meowing at me. I think she wants to let her out of my room, so I'm gonna go do that. The cat is out of the room. She's free. Oh, I'll tell her next time you said hi. Should your oldie fear catching up on you? You don't drink much ever since starting meds. I'm trying to think. I feel like... Well, I've been taking meds for quite a few years now. And it's also been a few years since I started, like, hydrating normally. But the meds I take don't make me any more thirsty or less thirsty, so... You're gonna head off and get some sleep. Good luck on your hunt. Thank you! And also thank you for coming, and have a good sleep. I appreciate you being here. Tell Trixie I love her. I will do when I see her again. Oh, I was annoyed the other day because what's it? I ordered a cat toothbrush and cat toothpaste for her, and I was excited for them to turn up so I could brush her teeth. But they got lost in the mail on the day they were supposed to arrive. That was annoying. And they couldn't send me another one because they didn't have any left in stock. So they refunded me really quick, so that was fine. But also, no toothbrush. It can give those side effects. Wait, are we talking about drinking as in like just normal staying hydrated drinking, or drinking as in alcoholic drinking? Is that my cat's name? Okay, so technically she's not my cat. It's a long story. So I'm not the one that named her Trixie, but also I like the name Trixie. At least I got a refund. Sucks on that toothbrush. Yeah. There aren't many of them in the UK, weirdly enough. There's lots for dogs, but not many for cats. Not many people brush their cat's teeth. You don't drink alcohol since meds. I think it's hydration you might mean. Ah, okay, we're talking about different things. Okay, yeah, I don't drink alcohol barely ever. If I ever do, it's probably like once or twice a year, and it's a tiny, tiny amount, like maybe like one mouthful, just to see if I still dislike it or not. And I usually do. I think I'm not technically. I think alcohol. I think it can. I think it can have minor side effects. It's one of the medications I take. Which is probably another reason not to drink it. I think I'd probably be fine if I just had a little bit and not loads. But yeah, I just don't like the taste as well. You don't hear much about teeth brushing for a cat. Yeah, I don't either. I think it was like, I think one day it just occurred to me, like, are you supposed to brush cat's teeth? So I asked my friend who like works at a vet clinic, and they were like, most people don't, but it's a good thing to do. So I was like, oh, okay. You don't even have to do it that often. Like, I think some people, they brush their cat's teeth like once a week or something. And like, her teeth are pretty good. Like, she's coming to like 10 years old. Which I know that isn't super old for a cat, but still, she's starting to approach old age, I get. Every time I check on her teeth, they always look good, like they're white and her gums are pink. So she hasn't got any teeth problems that I know to worry about. But I just want to make sure that her teeth stay healthy for as long as possible, because I know that teeth problems can turn into health problems, like general health problems, quite quick. So even before meds, you barely ever drank at all. You go weeks without alcohol, which isn't a bad thing. Water, juice, and Sprite all the way. And alcohol makes dehydration worse for you. Yeah. So I drink a lot of Coke, which I know isn't great for you, but whatever. I drink quite a lot of orange juice as well, but I try to make sure that I also drink a lot of water. And that's mostly it. That's mostly what I drink. God, I remember actually when I was at school, sometimes the drink, because I would get a Coke you never drunk in 16 years, just stuck with Sprite. I have Sprite sometimes, it's pretty nice. I remember at school, I think you can never understand people drinking Coke first thing in the morning. I sometimes do that. I don't know, it's just a nice little boost at the start of the day, I guess. But yeah, I remember being at school, and sometimes I would buy milk as my drink. I don't know, I like milk. Maybe that's weird, I don't know, but I do. Um, and I remember at one point I had it on my desk when I was doing work. And these girls, there was these girls that always just made fun of me for like everything I did, as you do. I think everyone had those, and they was started like whispering, and they were being like, "Is that human milk?" And I was like, "No. Why would it be human? What? Like, are you okay? It has a picture of a cow on it, even like." God. A friend of yours told someone who lives on biscuits and Coke for weeks. I've probably done that before, quite easily. You try and save Coke for meals that work with it, like fish and chips. Coke works with everything for me, to be honest. Just something you can never get. But at least it has caffeine, you're a coffee drinker. Yeah! I mean, I'm not sure if caffeine even has an effect on me anymore at this point. It doesn't make me, like, hyperactive or anything. Soft drink, should we drink with meals and with friends when need be? Oh, that's not me. Your go-to drink just seems to be tea with no milk. Not as bad as someone who's only eaten chips and chicken nuggets for 14 years. Only chips and chicken nuggets and nothing else. Like, my main issue with that is like, wouldn't that get really boring really quick? At the start, you used to drink tea with lots of milk and sugar, and over the years, slowly cut it down till it's all black tea. Isn't that what a lot of people do? When they'll start drinking tea or coffee, they'll have it with like milk and sugar so it's not too bitter, then they slowly like get used to it. You're interested to know how they did social activities when friends went to sushi places. God, that reminds me actually. So, a little while ago, they finally opened a Japanese food restaurant near me because I think there's only one or two that are near me. Um, and they do takeaways. And I keep getting adverts for them, being like, "Would you like some takeaway sushi from this place?" And I'm like, "I kind of do, but not now." But I don't know. I mean, takeaways probably safer than, or it's definitely safer than going to eat out at places. But I still feel a bit irresponsible. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have it at some point though. It's been a long time since I had sushi. Coffee you prefer the taste of easily. I remember at one point I used to sometimes drink black coffee, but I think in the end I was like, nah, this isn't for me. I don't really drink tea or coffee. You like coffee cake? Close enough. Curious, am I a vegetarian? Nope. um, oh no, I do like trying vegetarian versions of things a lot, and there are some vegetarian versions of things that I like more than the meaty versions, but I'm definitely not a vegetarian. Nope. Nice bit of bacon or sausage, exactly. Like there are some things I could definitely probably substitute with non-meat versions, like um I quite like corned beef. I've never tried corned bacon. I've never tried vegetarian bacon in general. I like vegetarian sausages. I like vegetarian sausages more than I like meat sausages a lot of the time. Especially the Greg's vegan sausage roll. I like that more than the normal sausage roll they do. I mean, they're both nice, but I think the vegan one has some nicer flavors in it. They have more herbs to them. Yeah, that's what I think. They taste more herby. Apparently it was nice, got popular for yeah, it was like really popular when it first came out, I think. Used to get one on the way back from uni. Yeah, or sometimes if you were at home and I was coming back from uni, I'd like pick one up for you on the way and be like, surprise, sausage. I used to walk in and be like, I would like one vegan sausage roll, please. Expect Piers Morgan to jump out and be like, no, no, stop, vegan bad. Must eat meat. Throws it to the ground. Stomps on it. Sometimes I've got a donut with sprinkles. Yeah. Oh god, I fucking fucking love the Greg's Sugar Strand donut. It's so good. I haven't had any of this for like a year now. Yeah, God. You love the taste of bacon and burgers too much. Yeah, I think for me it probably is mostly bacon. Like, I do like burgers, but I feel like there are definitely more viable beef substitutes than there are bacon substitutes. You 100% respect any veggies you eat. Yeah, exactly. Like, it costs nothing to respect other people's diets and stuff, you know? Finds to you don't mind cutting down on meat. Yeah, I don't mind cutting down either. I definitely wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't give it up completely, I don't think, but I would. There's definitely areas in which I could cut down. And also, I'd never be able to be vegan because I like cheese too much. It's mostly cheese and bacon. Those are probably my two favourites. One of your close friends is a vegetarian, which you always mention what foods are okay with him. Yeah, like one of my close friends from that I've had since I was very young. She was always a vegetarian her whole life, and a few years ago she became vegan. Um, so on like birthdays and Christmases and stuff, I like to give her little vegan treats. Like I think it was last year. Um, I dropped a birthday gift off at her house, and it included a vegan chocolate cake. She said it was very nice, which I'm glad about. I've tried vegan chocolate before, and it's pretty much just like dark chocolate, because you know it's like just chocolate but without milk. Eggs, butter, and milk are good, I know, right? God, that reminds me, I was gonna do baking today, but instead I had a nap. Oh, typical Becky. I mean, I could still do it, because I've had a nap, so I'm probably going to be up for a while. But I could make some cookie dough, leave it in the fridge until tomorrow. You know, maybe I'll do it actually, because making the dough doesn't take that long. It's the baking that takes the longest. Nap is good though. True. I don't usually have naps as often as I used to. Like, it's mostly just because I woke up early-ish today to do something important and grown up. Um, and then a couple hours later, after that was done, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of sleepy. I don't have to do anything until this evening. I think I'm gonna have a nap. So I did. You can either sleepwalk and bake cookies, or dream of making cookies. Best of both worlds. But the only thing is, if I dreamt of making cookies, I'd wake up and they wouldn't be real. And I'd be like, no. Still no shiny after all this time. No, I don't want all my software. I want a shiny. $1188. Almost 1200. And the Muppet Boss theme, banger. I know, right? Wait, is it? Yes, yes it is. Wait, no, yeah? Oh, I'm getting confused now. So the song name says it's Napster Blue. Might be my bad. There are a lot of songs in Undertale, but they're so good. Hang on, my music stopped. Do I get to the end of the playlist? Oh, my character's running away again. It signed me out of Nightbot? What? Why am I signed out? Excuse me? Where's the songs? Oh no, no! Why did it sign me out? That's so weird. It's okay. I'm gonna play the songs again. It's fine. There we go. Acapella all the songs. Oh god. The song name still gets a little bit cut off on my layout. Maybe... Let me try something. Okay, I've now made it so that the song name and the song artist are different lines. That might help. I'm trying to think what number I want to get to today. I was thinking like 1250? $1199. Can we get it under 1200? Nope. Okay, we're at 1200. No shiny. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do 50 more for this evening. Drum rolls. God, I can feel we're getting close to that shiny for sure. Becky a cappella stream choir. Oh god, can you imagine? 12. Do we get a 12 shiny? Nope. Okay, we're coming up to 12:20. And nope. 1221, which is a palindrome. Got a shiny here? Nope. No, I said nope. Right, 1225. 25 left. Okay, 20 left. One, two, three, four. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, shiny. Hang on. Oh, it disappeared for a second, but it's back. It's okay. Vibing to these streams are a great evening. I'm glad. I'm glad these streams are a nice place to be with good vibes. That's what I aim for. Also, we've got 10 left. Okay, after this one, it's 5 left. Unless we're somehow really lucky and get it before then. You're vibing and listening while working on art. See, that's good. That's good vibes. Might make it some toast in 20 minutes. Toast good. What if you're about to finish on the last soft free section to go somewhere, but found the shiny then, and it went on for a little while longer? Oh god. Luckily, because I do these streams quite late at night, it means I don't have any obligations that I suddenly have to go and do. But if that did happen, that would be quite the conundrum. But like, yeah, I got the really important thing I had to do. Cancel it! There's a shiny rock on my screen. You'll be like, what? What are you talking about? It's important, trust me. Trixie meowing is very important. Shiny hunting gotta wait. She's not meowing right now, so she's fine. Shiny hunt with Trixie. I'll get her to take over when I go on a break. So you can shiny hunt for now. For now. Until the fickle mistress demands treat. Is Trixie a Twitch affiliate? She might be. I don't know what she gets up to. She could be famous. Heavy cat breathing. Yeah, but that's her entire stream. I'm not even doing a Trix champ emote. God, I need to do my emotes. I need to sit down, do my emotes. That'd be a good BRB screen. Cat knocking over my Switch. Also, this is the last encounter of the evening. I do remember this one time she pushed my 3DS off of my bed. And that was like... Excuse me? I checked it, I was like... and it was fine, it wasn't damaged at all. The 3DS is quite resilient. But she pushed it out of the way so that she could lay down in the space where it was. Will be a good BRB screen. Taco Gorilla. What's Taco Gorilla? Also, that wasn't the shiny. But I might as well leave it on the screen whilst I'm looking for someone to raid. There is a shiny. It's not the one we're looking for. That gif of the gorilla where a taco just barely goes into its mouth. No? I don't know that gif. Wayne and Vinny have used it. Oh, I should have seen it then. Oh, hang on. I think I found it. Okay, yeah, I found it. God, that's a big taco. I mean this? There he is. Hang on. He's the streamer now. It's so unsettling. Okay, let's find someone to rate. Till next time, you shiny rock. Okay. I think I'm gonna raid someone who's playing Animal Crossing. Raid. There it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot I put that thing on my screen. Okay, so yeah, thank you everyone for coming tonight. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate it very much. Hopefully next time we get the shiny, because we should be getting close to it by now, surely. We're coming up to odds very soon. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. It's very much appreciated. I already said that. I'm just repeating myself. But no, it really is appreciated. So yeah, thank you. Good to join as always. Thank you. I'm very glad my streams are a fun, relaxing place to be. That's what I aim for. Thanks for stream. No, thank you. Thank you for being here. You, the people, make it possible. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably sort out my stream schedule for the next week, either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah. My next stream might be Shiny Regirock, probably. Maybe. I'll figure it out. Also, my time's running out before the raid counter runs out, so I'm gonna say my goodbyes now and say bye everyone!